Hi everybody, Zari Ballard here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about what's been going on in the news and how it relates to narcissism and narcissists in general and how I was censored for talking about it yesterday. It's mind-blowing, but this is the society that we live in. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Zari Ballard and this is the When Love is Alive video blog podcast. And I know I've been gone for a while. Had some family things I have to take care of, but I'm back. And what I was going to talk about today, I had already made a video about it, was the newest narrative in the news that those who prefer not to wear face coverings or question it are narcissistic and sociopathic. And they're actually doing studies about it right now, believe it or not. And what happened was that I uploaded a video yesterday, and actually the video was just me reading the article and also showing you the article as I was reading through it, just covering brief points, less than a minute, I think. And that video was removed within minutes, seconds of it going up. So I am being censored. They don't want anybody debunking the fact that it is the narcissist that loves the pandemic. Okay, and that's what we're going to discuss today. Since obviously I can't discuss it in a manner that might be a little more detailed. You might be able to look at the article, see it. I'll leave you a link to it. And yeah, I was censored. So I went to all that trouble to make the video, and then it was just deleted. Pretty amazing. First time that's ever happened to me, and now that it's happened once, I doubt it will be the last. I'm a little irritated about it, obviously. Narcs love the pandemic. See, they're going to try, remember, the narc has been wanting to fit into society for eons, but he's never been able to do it. He or she has never been able to do it. Okay, they try, but what they do instead is latch on to good people and try to steal that goodness and destroy it while at the same time trying to embrace it. And it's impossible. They can't do it. They can't attach to anything. This is how they've created their what we all know now to be this narcissistic environment. Although they can fake it, they look like normal people, but they're not. We already know that. So now, with the pandemic, they can actually wear a real mask. Imagine that. All these years we've been talking about a mask figuratively. Now he's actually got a real mask to hide behind. A real one. I do believe that at first the pandemic made him nervous. Because see, it forced narcs initially into isolation. Okay, they weren't sure how to handle it. Because they weren't able just to go and willy-nilly have sex with anybody they wanted to because they might catch the virus. Right? So it was a little weird for them at first. And I know, just from speaking with people that they dabbled in, Tinder and they tried to stay on the dating sites, but, that just wasn't working because people were not wanting to do that. And so as a precaution, just to ensure that they're not going to be alone, they just went back to the fallback girl. Okay, whoever happened to be the fallback person, okay, it could be a girl or a guy, whoever happened to be that person, the narc was on it. Either moving in or just coming back after a long silence. It was the most comfortable place to go to quarantine. Okay. But then during quarantine, they actually realized that this pandemic could be quite beneficial. Especially this whole thing with the face covering. Okay. I don't even want to say the M word because maybe that's what I got. Who knows? he realized that this was a very clever way, if he played it right, where he could just blend into society. And actually, it creates instant camaraderie amongst those that believe that it's the right thing to do. The government said so, so you do it. You don't question, even though it makes no sense at all. Putting on face coverings day in and day out for something that is 99.7% survivable, like the flu. But I digress. So the narc takes the face covering and he wears it with pride, see, because it's perfect. It's actually perfect. The mask, and it's not going away anytime soon. So the narc knows that this is an ongoing thing. He is actually going, beware of narcs wearing masks. Okay, now I'm not talking about the rest of the people out there, the kids and the families and all that. They want to wear masks or they have to wear masks or whatever they got to do. I get that. I'm talking about how the narcs have actually used this tool. Okay. This tool to slip into society and to really be deceptive for an indefinite period of time. They can shame those that question the narrative along with the rest of the gang, okay? Because there are some that will scream at you, wear your mask, screaming, those people. It automatically changes who he is. It validates the narc. And it's so symbolic to me. It really is. I mean, we're talking about the narcissistic mask. The levels of deception, that just slips ever so sure. I mean, think about it. How better to deceive society as a whole than to put on a face covering and blend in with a bunch of empaths? The people who run the show, who I've always called narcissists, they're actually saying that they're doing studies, whether they are or they aren't. I mean, it's almost beside the point because they're going to say it anyway, that these people have a narcissistic personality disorder, the ones that dare to question. And this is a dangerous road. But for a narcissist and a sociopath, what an exciting time to be alive. I'm sure that once it dawned on them, at first they were uncomfortable, like I said, uncomfortable and feeling isolated, and maybe they couldn't do what they wanted to do. They couldn't just go out, because where are they going to go? Who's going to want to be, closer than 6 feet? And then one day, it was like the light bulb went on. Ding! And they thought, well, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. If I play it right, and I put on a mask, and I walk around blending in, looking like everybody else. Wow. Just wow. So that's really all I wanted to discuss yesterday. The point of the video is to say, beware of narcs wearing masks. And you may even, it wouldn't surprise me if maybe your narc has really been, doing everything just right, and it's making you question whether he or she is really a narc. But I assure you, nothing has changed. Okay, if you thought that this person that you're with or somebody you know was a narcissist before this COVID narrative, this COVID thing that happened, if you thought that this person was a narc before, they are definitely a narc now. Putting on a mask and pretending to care, and then, of course, articles that I was going to show you yesterday that I was censored from showing you, still blows my mind, is just stating the opposite, and it's a scary thing. Anyway, I'm glad to be back. I had a little incident in the family and I needed to take a little break. But I do have a new book coming out, and it's called Vacancy in the Rabbit Hole. And it's all about redefining self-worth and escaping toxic love and beating the narcissist all the time, every day, all day, at the game of life. And that'll be coming out very soon on Kindle, Barnes & Nobles, all other retail stores, and on Audible. And of course, there is my website, thenarcissisticpersonality.com, that has over 90 articles all about what we talk about and what I talk about in my videos. And I'm going to start pumping out videos. And like I said, now that one has been taken down, I'm sure they'll be digging around to see what others they can remove. So it's just par for the course. Narcs rule the world. And they're everywhere. Everywhere. So just use discernment. Be confident in the truth that you know. Trust your instincts. Go with your gut feeling. Stay awake. There's so much more to come. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Be sure you like and subscribe. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you've been up to.